In today's video, I am sharing with you behind the scenes of the getting ready and the portrait time for bride and groom. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Yana Schellman and I'm a wedding photographer in New Jersey and Philadelphia area. And if you are trying to learn wedding photography or photography in general, I would love to have you as my subscriber because I think I will be helpful to you with all the information and tips and tricks I'm sharing here on this channel. It's easy, it's free, and I think if you subscribe, you will not regret it because it will be fun to see what's happening behind the scenes on wedding days, on engagement session and shoots. So here, I got some detail photos the moment I arrived, and right now I'm checking out the location where the bride and groom wanted to do the first look. I did not think it was perfect for the first look, so we discarded that idea and then went on with further ideas of where it would be better to do the first look. And here I saw the details that everything was set up for the reception already, and I don't like wasting time and postponing taking any of the photos throughout the day. If I have ability to get a photo, I will get it right now, because wedding days get so chaotic and so in the moment that chances are, and it's like 99% chance, that if you do not get a photo right now, you probably will not get it. So my policy for myself: get the photo right now. If it is in front of you, get it, and you see that's dessert and chocolate bar set up. So I'm just taking all the photos, and these are the details for the ceremony that is all ready to go. And I arrived a little bit earlier than I was supposed to, so I felt like I was free and able to get the photos right now and did not postpone it, which I was super happy about, because then a lot of people arrived, and yes, for the reception I wouldn't even be able to get those photos, but now the bride and groom have this clear room, beautiful photos as everything is set up. So I just have this as my policy, and it has never hurt me in any way to get the photos done beforehand. And here's me and the bride's details.
Doing this for the first time. Oh, that's what's wrong here.
Try to use lay flat setups for most of my detail photos, but because I feel like it's the easiest to show off and display all of the details in a very easy and beautiful manner. So right now you will see me just going one item at a time, adding one or subtracting one, and just adding more things and then subtracting, just to make sure that I photograph all of the items that the bride has, that she's wearing, so that we have beautiful memories and details to incorporate for the blog post and albums, because I think that things are less important than people, obviously, but when we're creating spreads in the album or in the blog post, details make a very big difference in how everything looks. So I do make sure that I take enough of my time to get some detail photos. But yes, styled shoes are fun. However,
For yours is like a true.
yeah. And as I mentioned before, you see how I start with a few items. It was just invitation and rings, and now I added a few more things like his boutonniere and her necklace and the bracelet. So you see me just building it up. The reason why I'm doing it is to make sure I do not miss any of the items photographed. And even after I go through all of the details and have them individually photographed and then photographed as a big group all together, I still go through the checklist and look at all of the items that I have and make sure I photograph them, because you never know what could be slightly more important to the bride or less important. So I don't want to be arrowing on the side of not photographing, and I would rather get a few extra photos and make sure that I cover it all for her. And here is the groom's details. I used the same lacy background for his details because I think it will look slightly more feminine, but it will be incorporated so well in the layout of the album or the blog post to make sure that it looks very consistent and still very beautiful. Here we went on to photograph the dress. At first it was hanging on the window, and that was not my preferred style because it was extremely contrasty, and I prefer more even light for everything in my photography, at least for most of the things I can say. So we just moved it to the area where the light was more even, and I photographed her ceremony dress, and then she also had the reception dress, so I will just hang it in the same spot and make sure that the light is good and the background is clear and beautiful. So that's it. And here I'm grabbing just a few candid photos of her getting ready, and I also have a nice set of the girls getting ready as well to make sure that is captured as well. And here the groom was all ready to go, and I just wanted to grab candid photos of him getting ready. And as you can see, I give all of the instructions to my grooms so that I can get a super good set of photos super fast. It was literally 5 minutes of me hanging out with him, and then his getting ready photos were done. I do not have any of the footage of the bride getting into her dress, so sorry, you will have to trust me that it was beautiful. And if you want to see the pictures for yourself, you should go and check out their blog post. But then once she was all dressed, we went in straight into their first look, and we did that behind the church where the light in the background was very pretty. So here I'm instructing them exactly what to do, because the first look is very controlled in the beginning to make sure it's done at a proper time. But then obviously when they see each other, their reactions and everything is obviously very genuine and true to what happens. So then I switch into photojournalistic mode and try to grab as many photos of them seeing each other for the first time. And then right after that, we went straight into their portrait time, and I made sure to use our time very efficiently. Again, for my style of photography, the way I work, I give all of the instructions to my couples because I feel like they don't need to think about posing themselves and like trying to figure things out. That's why they hire me, so that I can create beautiful photos and poses and variety for them. Of course, if they want improvise and do something on themselves, which a group actually did a few times, and it was so fun, and it created very beautiful reactions in the bride. So obviously I encourage my couples to improvise, but I do not expect them to, because that's why they hire me. And yes, the rest of the time it was just us hanging out together, and you will see just a few more photos, not the whole thing, but just a few little segments of this portrait session for my brides and grooms.
Look down at wherever you're going, and then make sure that you are not falling anywhere or tripping.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was educational and fun for you to see the small portion of the wedding day. If you would like to see a full wedding day behind the scenes, stick around, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because a few full day coverage, full day behind the scenes are coming. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on social media or leave me a comment below, and I would love to answer that for you. Bye bye.
Sorry, thank you.